Thank you once again for joining us today at Eastern News 24. I see the bike and konye chiri ya zelo. I see no bossing kata mana na inama. Na ya dike chinecha ada agwagwo. Otu ai kwuru otu akwa ya diriri. Ise. Dịka o si dị n'ụbọchị uruchi nketa wetara ya bụ ozi n'iru akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24 gbasara maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo nọ n'ime ya anụ nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ. Ozi eji maka ya wee ebe bụ according to one of the Biafran activists wetara ya bụ ozi. Quote, Biafran freedom and the 2027 presidential election. Finally, Tinubu finalized second term victory. All right, this is according to the Biafran activist. Onu maka o si aga n'iru akwụkwọ ana ya bife si akpọtụ. Nwanne nwoke bụ Peter Obi na agbaghalị Tinubu na azụ okwu ya. So ife eji maka ya webe n'ụbọchị uruchi nke taa gbasara maka the upcoming presidential election ewe n'obodo a and the Biafran freedom. Dịka ihe ga-ya bụ ife ga-esie ya drop life each and nke gị. All right, over to you.
I supported Tinubu for restructuring, but yet the president is focused on state capture. I repeat, I supported President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for restructuring, to restructure Nigeria, but yet the president is interested in state capture and his second term ambition. Now, the House of Reps have passed 39 constitutional amendment bills for a second reading. They passed 39 constitution amendment bills for a second reading. If you have read those bills, you understand one thing, and that thing is that the president is making himself more powerful. More powerful. I told you that Tinubu will not sit down and look at one coalition somewhere else that want to stop him 2027. He will scheme away. There are many schemes that will come up after today that will just usher the president to complete his 8 years. Now look at these amendment bills, 39 of them. Study them very well. You understand one thing. Let's look at one of them. We have a bill for general elections to the office of the president, state governors, National Assembly, state houses of assembly, and local government area councils shall be conducted simultaneously on the same date. They are pushing a bill whereby all elections would take place in one day. All elections would take place in one day. It is not this one that presidency, Senate will do their own. The governorship, state assembly will do their own. Everybody is going to run. Both state governors, National Assembly, State House of Assembly, local government, the president, they are going to be voted in one day. So that anybody that is scheming against the president will also, if I go down, we all go down. If there are moles in the party, if there are people that are planted in the APC or that have a different view or that wants to work against the president in the APC, that is, if I, as the president, go down, we all go down. You know the last election, God saved Sonlu in Lagos State. That election was not held in one day. Governorship, House of Assembly, and all have you. Labour Party will have flogged. Sonlu will have been an ex-governor now. Yes, God saved Sonlu. This bill has not been put in place. That all elections will be held in one day. So Tinubu is using this scheme to put himself in power because he knows that if you vote against me and you're in the APC, if anybody is planning against me, we all plan against ourselves. And also, if they are going to use their machinery, deploy their machinery, whether rigging machinery, whatever machinery, their structure, they will deploy it in full force on that day. They will deploy in full force, full agenda on that day. If they are using money to buy votes, they will use it once and for all. Nobody is scheming anything once and for all. So it will be difficult for any coalition whatsoever to run rogue of that election. So this is one bill. This second bill is a bill that is at least fair. A bill for the establishment of state police and local government police. Bill for the establishment of state police and local government police. Well, I doubt that this bill will be passed, especially by some elements in the north. But however, it's a good bill. A bill to establish the FCT House of Assembly. FCT now will have its own House of Assembly. Like the last election, is FCT this, FCT that, you must have 50% or this percent. You are dragging it at the tribunal. Now, a bill to establish the FCT House of Assembly. Court of Appeal, the final Court of Appeal in governorship, national and state House of Assembly election petition. Yes, the Court of Appeal and final Court of Appeal in governorship, national and state Houses of Assembly election petitions. A bill to provide for compulsory resignation of national and state executive members of political parties seeking elective government position. What about defective members? Why don't they lose their seats? This is just the same thing. Yes, of course, at least if you are a senator, you want to become governor, you compulsory resignation, you resign from your elective position. If you are a senator, whatever, yes, if you're a senator, you resign. If you're a House of Rep members, you resign. If you are vying for elective position. What about people that are decamping from one party to another? Wouldn't they have to lose their seat? They came on the platform of a particular party. That's what's happening in River State. They are dragging it till tomorrow. They never get the conclusion. These 27 lawmakers whatsoever that they said decamped to the APC, although they said they deceived the governor, they didn't really decamp. But however, what we know that they decamped, they have not determined the case. So this is a bill. If you are going to vie for elective position, you resign. That one is good. A bill to provide for the determination of all appeals arising from election petition tribunals prior to swearing in of president-elect, vice president-elect, governor-elect, deputy governor-elect, members-elect of the national and state assemblies. It is a good one. At least they should resolve all issues before they swear in anybody, so that we not stress the judiciary. The judiciary system, after they don't swear in somebody, you still carry the person go court. This one, that one, this one, that one. Stressing. So all matter determination of all appeals arising from election petition tribunals prior to the swearing in of the president, governor-elect, deputy governor-elect, members-elect, national and state assembly. Okay? Now this is another controversial bill. A bill to vest the INEC with the power to conduct local government area council elections. This is one of the bills I said that the president is wanting to make himself powerful. If INEC is going to start conducting local government election, the power has been taken from the governors. Because the governors most times determine who become local government chairman, because of they are the ones that conduct their election. So president will have to appoint an INEC chairman that will conduct the state election, and also appoint the same INEC chairman that will conduct state. Now, funds will be given directly from the federal government to this local government. Then, who plays the pipe controls the tune, and who pays the piper controls what the piper plays. So now, first step, now federal government, now them they give local government people money, so they have that control of local government dispersing funds. The way Jonathan wanted to, Obasanjo was trying to muzzle Tinubu because federal government they give allocation. Now the second one is that INEC will now start conducting local government election. So the federal government that will conduct election, and you know how politicians play in Nigeria. You know what they really do in Nigeria. So they conduct election, I can have my own influence on who becomes the local government chairman. Because of the partiality of the system of government we operate in Nigeria, people lost hope in electoral process. They lose hope in election. That is one reason why you see that in Anambra State, no person has taken the form of the PDP because they don't believe in the process. So the same process that has been bastardized by the APC, they are wanting to take over state government elections. We are not saying that the state government are perfect, but you are making the president much more powerful. Look at the state of emergency in Rivers State. How a governor is just suspended like that, like a school, a principal suspend a head boy. The president is too powerful and wants to make himself much more powerful. With this, the president can control the governors. And the president, you see, he has his own boys. I told you there is Akpabio and there is Wike. These are 1999 governorship sets. Those ones will be governor in the same set. Now then they control everything. I've said it one time that this local government whatever bill is for the structures, the local government structures, to be handed over to this 1999 set of governors that are, you see, Wike and his Ashwebi people getting close to the presidency. The president is going to use them to control and checkmate the governor, making it a one-party system whereby the president is all powerful. And president can do and undo because now them will conduct election, now them will send money to local government. So what will the governors do? Governors are restricted to just around the state. Governors are no more powerful. They will take the powers from the governor. Now, with the way things are going, would governors be able to influence their rep members and senators not to assent to that bill? That is the next point of call we are going to talk about. Would the governors be able to influence them? With the way hunger day for land, people are just collecting money up and down to selling their people, selling their constituencies up and down because of personal interest. I told you, the ultimate thing Tinubu wants to do is for him to build his political empire. He doesn't send you. If you think that on your mandate, standing on which mandate, don't worry. They already know that you don't even know what good life is. They already know that you are clueless about life and everything that applies to good governance. They know you know nothing. Every election cycle, they go to the market and start dancing the market women, sabotaging the future of their children. The market women, they meet them at that market in that state and condition, maybe even worse than they met them every cycle. They play politics on them, use their brain, deceive them, and what have you. Somebody put out a challenge in Lagos State. I'm not saying Lagos State though. The person put out a challenge in Lagos State is a Yoruba person. So that don't think like I'm coming to attack Lagos. He said people should post videos of government water. Post videos of government drinking water. We are even saying nobody could post any of these videos. I remember there was a time we were using government water, but now you have. So what really is the impact of the government on the people? What really? Share rice. Share rice was somebody, you cook the rice, they just chop finish. But you are stealing their generations. You are taking away opportunities from them and give them to your children and unborn generation. You are building houses whereby some people are in mud houses, are in thatch houses. The people you go to meet in the market, they barely can, they're just living. But you are building houses upon houses, estate upon estate, in different countries of the world. Election cycle, you come and so these people know how to deceive their followers. Those that I'm standing on the mandate, be standing on the mandate, sit down there. Only very few people can have access to the national cake, whether you like it or not. You know, go reach everybody. It is only good governance that can make the national cake get to everybody. These thieves, manipulators, wicked people in power, they cannot. If you party the treasury of Nigeria, put in their hands, they can only share it to a few people because their own greed, go. They are even sharing because may not be like say, "Wala, go day, go sub." Their own greed, the national cake of all the national wealth of all Nigerians is not even enough for them. Their own greed. Don't talk of that share the national cake with you, masses. It's only good governance that can bring it to your doorstep. But yet, you people don't want to even get sense. At the end of the day, are supporting these people. Let's move on. A bill to require the official resignation from political party before defection by members of the National Assembly and State House of Assembly. That one, officially you must resign from the political party. I'm looking at losing your seat. Losing your seat. A bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended to grant the National Assembly power to alter timelines for election tribunals. Okay, they have to fix timeline for an electional tribunal so that it can hasten whatever tribunal they are. All this, if we have bad leaders in place, this might be perfect laws, but if you have bad leaders, they will do it to their own taste. Look at what is happening with Natasha Akpabio. Let's move on. A bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Cap 623, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to establish the National Local Government Electoral Commission as an independent body responsible for organizing, conducting, and supervising elections into the offices of chairmen and councillors of all the local government across the Federation, including the area councils of the Federal Capital Territory, ensure the credibility, transparency, and fairness of local government elections, and promote democratic governance at the grassroots level. Now, English, then they speak, establish National Local Government Electoral Commission. So it is the State Electoral Commission that conducts election for local government. That's what makes states powerful to influence whatever they can influence. It makes the states powerful to influence. But now, the federal government, INEC, first one, INEC they will vest the power to conduct local government area council elections. Now, they will now establish a national, look at the name. Some people say that they are duplicating the laws. It says national. It has the name national. Local Government Electoral Commission. That means this one will be working under INEC. So INEC will be now responsible and work with this National Local Government Electoral Commission as an independent body responsible for organizing, conducting, supervising elections into the offices of chairmen and councillors of all the local government across the Federation. So power has been shifted finally from the governor, from the states to the federal government, if this bill is passed, making Tinubu more or less powerful, most thinking powerful president who can do and undo. Okay, let's move on. A bill for an act to alter the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, to relieve the state independent electoral commissions of the powers to conduct local government council elections and bestow same on the Independent National Electoral Commission. Now, if you're establishing INEC to conduct local government elections, you give them power. You also need to take away the power. You know, laws sometimes you need to be succinct. You need to follow it technically. So this bill is to that power we give to state, state distinct electoral independent electoral commission. That power given to them will be taken away from them, and it will give it to INEC. That's what this bill is talking about. Now, a bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as altered to provide for special seats for the fiscally challenged person in Nigeria's federal, state, and local government areas and legislative houses. This is a good bill. Now, fiscally challenged person will have a special seat, special status, special seat, whether it is Nigeria's federal, state, local government areas. Now, a bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended to provide for 6 special seats for special interest group in the House of Reps. Yes, a good bill. A bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, to change the name of the Auditor General of the Federation to Auditor General of the Federal Government. That is their problem. A bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to remove the restriction placed on power and duties of the Auditor General. Okay, these are bills. Auditor General has like 3 to 4 bills. Okay. A bill to establish and empower the Political Parties Registration and Regulatory Commission to register, regulate, and monitor the organization and operation of political parties. Now the federal government wants to put their mouth into political parties. Political Parties Registration and Regulatory Commission to empower them to register and regulate and monitor the organization and operation of political parties. One party state. One party state. You don't hear that? I told some people you don't know who Tinubu is. In our next broadcast, we'll be doing some other bills. You don't know who the president is. If you know, you understand what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. Now, all these bills, I've never read half of it. The other amendment, I've not read half of it. Let's look at reaction. Somebody says, number one of the bill will not pass. That one is when you are going to conduct elections. Election throughout. Everybody's going to say number one of the bill will not pass. Now, is it number one, number four? Number four is the Court of Appeal, the final appeal court in governorship, national and state House of Assembly election. So as a governor, if you're having your petitions, the Court of Appeal is the final appeal. So that person is saying that the one that they will conduct elections every day, everybody wants. And the one that it is the Court of Appeal, not the Supreme Court, that will determine the governorship, whatever. He said 1 and 4 will not pass. Somebody says, so FCT wants its own House of Assembly. Okay? Somebody is saying that 90% of the bills are for themselves and how the center can interfere with the state. INEC is not an independent body. We need bills to strengthen our elections and remove INEC chairman after every election cycle. This bill for the state, for the establishment of state police and local government police, they no go pass out. Fellow Nigerians, you are your own. On your lower, the elites are working 24 hours to solidify themselves, while we are here whining against Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, and whatever have you. Let me tell you the truth. The truth is that beyond Yoruba, there's other people fighting for the soul of Africa. There are other people fighting to even impoverish you. They are gaining grounds in technology. They are gaining grounds in science. They are gaining grounds when you talk about politics, geopolitics, alliances, in weapon warfare. They are gaining grounds. While we are gaining grounds, we are just gaining grounds in who sabi rig pass, who sabi steal pass, who sabi do this one pass. That's where we are. We have not really gone anywhere. Why some people that they make decision to sink Nigeria today is in the palm of their hands. All this one we are bragging about, speaking BB grammar, Jagaban, this on that. Some people, if they throw one of their nuclear weapons in Nigeria and they make that decision against international rules and guidelines, and they will sink because of where they have used their brain, how they have developed themselves to. And this is what our elites are focused on. Putting themselves in power, pillaging our resources, taking advantage of the masses, and settling their children for life by stealing our money and holding on to power. God help. Change this system. This system will never benefit the Nigerian masses.
Ndị banyị gwadalụli nenu dịka nsi wene sore n'ụbọchị urochi nke taa Eastern News 24 ka efi were ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile aji maka webe n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa dịka esi kwuo nkwa na gị na-ewetara ya bụ update gbasịta maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ ndị na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya unu anụgo n'iko si wee gbata wee kwuru anyị ga-alapụ unu ka unu rie atụ ya bụ ife aji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa ka anyị mara ifu nche n'ụdị nke unu mgbanụ ka emesịa n'ụmụnne m